The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good evening, everybody. This is Dean Mannheimer. It's my privilege, my pleasure to be able to share with you tonight what I call the Dubli story. Before I begin the presentation, just a little bit of kind of a background, if you will. I'm going to hit the high points tonight on what I call the retail side of our business. The assumption that I make is that whoever's invited you to view this presentation has already taken you through a detailed tour of Dubli.com. That's the retail side of our business, so that you've had an opportunity to see the actual value that Dubli brings to the customers. Because to us, that's the underpinning, that's the foundation of our business, and that probably is the most important piece. So as I go through the presentation, I will touch on the high points. If for some reason you've not had an opportunity to have a tour of Dubli.com by who invited you on the presentation, after you've had an opportunity to view this, please get back to them. Ask them to give you a complete detailed tour of Dubli.com so that you too will see the significant value that Dubli offers to the customer. Now, what I want to do tonight is I'm going to take you through a little bit of history. We're going to talk a little bit about the length of time and what Dubli has gone through to get to where they're at today, what the foundation is today, and what the future looks like in terms of our business. So let's begin, first of all, with a little bit of the history. Now, Dubli was founded in June of 2003. Now, here's the interesting thing about the timeline. They went from 2003 to 2006. That's 3 years, not generating $1 in sales. All they did was spend money because everything about this model needed to be built from the ground up. And that is everything from the software, the programming, the relationships with vendors, contracts that needed to be negotiated, people that needed to be hired, training that needed to be done. And in 2006, they felt good enough about the model as it existed at that point that they ran a test in 4 German-speaking countries in Denmark. Now, they ran that test for 2 years, taking them now to 2008. In 2008, when they got to that point, they had made some modifications, some enhancements to the model, and they felt good enough about it at that point that they launched all of what is called the EU simultaneously. And then in the fall of 2008, we launched North America with one component, one retail component, and that was all that they started with here. In 2009, they launched the shopping mall, and in those days it was an affiliate type program, nothing compared to what they have today. In 2010 was the customer acquisition component. In 2011 was the entertainment division. 2012 was the travel component. And in 2013, up to the earlier part of this year, they spent that time integrating all of the pieces, all of the parts into a global, seamless platform deliverable to roughly 200 countries, multiple languages, multiple currencies. It's an amazing feat when you think about it in such a short period of time. Now, they are a publicly traded company on the OTC. Their headquarters is in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. They also have a headquarters in Berlin, Germany, and they have a headquarters in Dubai in the United Arab Emirates. So when you think about it, when you look at a company that you're thinking about perhaps getting involved in, investing some time and energy, developing a business of your own, you want to make sure that they've gone past that so-called magic 5-year time frame that most companies don't get to. Well, here, they were founded in 2003. We're at the end of 2014. You're talking roughly an 11-year-old heading into a 12-year-old company. They've gone well past that. And so you have the security that they're here for the long haul. You've seen what they've invested in terms of their time and energy to get here. And you can see the scope of what they represent, at least at this point today, on a global basis. So that's number one when you're looking at a business. Number two is the people behind it. And as I mentioned, that Dubli is a publicly traded company, and as such, they have a board of directors. Now, Blas Morris is chairman of the board. Now, Blas was one of those original individuals that was with Bill Gates in the Microsoft early days and is credited with much of Microsoft's early international expansion. In fact, Blas is credited as being one of the 5th most important individuals in Microsoft's history. And he's chairman of the board for Dubli. Now, Lester Rosenkrantz is also on the board of directors, and Lester's been very instrumental in assisting a number of companies that move from the private sector into the public sector and in helping them financially and guiding them to do the things that are necessary to make that transition. Now, David Sassnett's all on the board of directors. Now, David was the chief financial officer of a NASDAQ publicly traded company. He's been instrumental in assisting Dubli in ensuring that the model they put together is a financially strong model, it's a profitable model, recognizing the fiduciary responsibilities for the board of directors as the shareholders, as well as having something of significant value to the consumer. Now, Michael Hansen is the founder of Dubli. He's the brain trust, if you will, behind what Dubli is today. He's also the president and chief executive officer. Now, also, in the day-to-day running of the business, the operations side, what Dubli has done is they've taken literally years and they've sourced the right management team, and they've gone to companies like Microsoft, Living Social, Groupon, Amazon, a number of companies to find the right people to put into their respective positions. Now, that's everybody from Eric Nelson, who's the Chief Financial Officer, to Nick Sharp, who's our Vice President of Technology, to Rich Robson, who's Head of Customer Support, headed up one of the nation's largest customer support groups, Keith Bristol, who's the CPO manager for us. And so, again, to make sure that they have the right people, they did take the time to do that. So, again, the second component, as you evaluate a company, length of time, what kind of people are running on a day-to-day basis, and what kind of people are guiding it long-term. So that gives you the, the underpinning for that. And you can see here, and it's easy for anybody to do their own due diligence, a significant group of people that has incredible talent to take Dubli to the next level, especially for where we're heading. Now, the third component, and probably the most important piece, as I mentioned, is what's in it for the consumer. What is the offering? What is the value to the consumer? And Dubli offers a significant offering to the consumer. Now, they have one of the largest shopping malls in the world, over 55 million products. I mean, every major brand you can think of. And by the way, everything I'm showing you in Dubli.com is absolutely free to the consumer. All they do is they register with their name and email, and they're a customer of Dubli, have access to everything I'm going to show you. And it doesn't matter if you're talking about Kmart, Walmart, Target, Nordstrom, Lord & Taylor, or Macy's, or whomever. They're all here. Also, it doesn't matter if the customer is a registered customer with any of these stores, and they get special discounts, coupons, whatever they get, whatever benefits they get it all. It doesn't matter whose credit card they use. If they use a credit card that provider gives them cash back, frequent flyer miles, whatever the benefits are, they get it all. And Dubli gives them cash back, best deal, best price, best of the best. They cannot get going direct doing exactly the same thing. Dubli also offers an incredible variety of all types of entertainment products, from iTunes and Netflix to, things that you want to buy from some of the major stores, as well as any of the other top brand items that you can think of. If it's out there, it's in the Dubli Mall. Now, in addition to that, Dubli has one of the most significant global travel platforms ever seen. It doesn't matter where a customer logs in from, any country. Whatever the major search engines are for their country, they will see all the major search engines. For example, in North America, it doesn't matter if you're talking about Expedia, Priceline, Travelocity, Orbiz, Last Minute Deals, Hotels.com, you name it, they're all here. All the hotels are here. The car rentals are here. Everything is here. It doesn't matter, again, in this instance, whether you're registered with one of these providers. If you're getting upgrades, discounts, whatever, you get it all. Same thing with a credit card. Whatever benefits you get from your credit card provider, you get it all. You get everything. It's simple. It's easy. It gives the consumer the opportunity to really do comparisons between the different suppliers to make sure they're getting the best deal, the best price, the best of the best, and they're getting paid cash back on the best deal, the best price they could not get going direct to exactly the same source. Now, as I mentioned, all of this is free to our customers, but we also offer the customer some packages. Now, we have what we call our premium packages. The premium package is $4.95 a month. Now, the premium customers get a lot of other additional benefits, plus they get a flat 4% cash back on every dollar that they spend, on top of the free percentage that they get, because every supplier, every vendor, every store gives our customers cash back, and it will vary from store to store depending on what their offering is. But whatever that is, and it's paid monthly, whatever that is, the premium customers get that plus 4%. Now, the 4% is paid annually, and I kind of use an example of Costco, because my wife and I have our corporate Costco card. We pay about $135 a year for that card, and at the end of the year, we get 2% cash back. Well, here we have, with the premium membership of $4.95, call it $5 a month, $60 a year, a flat 4% cash back on every dollar we spend. And it doesn't matter, as I mentioned, whether it's Walmart, Kmart, Target, Nordstrom, whether you're buying Apple products, whatever, it will be the largest chunk of money paid annually directly into a customer's checking account that they've ever seen. It's an amazing offering for $4.95 a month. And then we have our VIP customers. Now, the VIP customers also get everything the free customers get. They also get all of the other additional benefits that come along for the premium customers, but they get an additional flat 6% cash back on every single dollar they spend, again, doesn't matter the store, doesn't matter the service company, doesn't matter at all, 6%. And that 6% is paid monthly along with the free percentage. They don't need to wait for that 6%, where the premium customers will wait 1 year for their 4%. And it's mere $99 for the year. Again, it's an incredible offering for the consumer, giving them the best deal, best price, best of the best. You see, here's how Dubli approaches this. We're not asking somebody to change their buying habits and change stores or anything like that. We're not asking them to buy our product because it's a new formulation, it's cheaper, better than somebody. We're saying, listen, do what you do every day of your life. If you're not doing it online, do it online. If you are doing it online, try it through us first. See if we can help you get it at a better price, a convenient way. Buy an experience that you'll enjoy. And on top of that, we'll pay you cash back on a best deal, the best price that you can't get going direct, exactly the same source. And if we can't do that and you don't enjoy the experience, you won't use us. If we do, and you can get a great deal and you enjoy the experience, you'll use us. What an amazing way to build a business by bringing great value to consumers. Now, the VIP customer, by the way, gets an additional benefit. Along with all of what I just explained, they will also get special discounts on a golf card with the different golf courses around. Priority Pass, that happens to be something that I've used for many, many years. And now when I renew my Priority Pass from year to year, my discount on Priority Pass exceeds the $99 my annual fee as a VIP customer. So Priority Pass basically pays for my VIP membership, and everything I get is for free. But there's sporting events 365. You get special discounts and special arrangements. So there's great value to the VIP customers. And Dubli will continue to add to this as the months and years go on, making that value for the VIP customers even stronger. Now, on the retail side, that is the foundation, folks. This is the base. Over the months to come, Dubli will continue to add more and more value for the consumer, bringing that as a stronger offering to the consumer and making us even that much more valuable to them above and beyond what they see today. Now let's change gears a little bit and let's talk about the business side. Now, the business side, we have a couple of programs. Now, I just took you through the retail side of our business, but we also have a segment called our Dubli Partner Program. The Dubli Partner Program is designed for both profit companies and nonprofit companies. And they have an opportunity on a co-branded basis. You see, instead of the Dubli logo being up here in the top left-hand corner, it's the company's logo that goes here. So they have an opportunity to use their database and monetize their database by bringing value to their customers, to their employees, to their contributors, whatever the case may be, helping them save money, save time, have a great buying experience, getting cash back, and then generating a revenue stream for their cause, for their company, for their bottom line, whatever the case may be. And this is one offering that Dubli has, and it doesn't matter how small or how big the company is, national company, international company. It's a very powerful way for companies and nonprofits to be able to monetize a database. And then for those of us that want to engage in the business and build a business, what Dubli has done is they've taken all of the tools that we need to run a global seamless business and packaged them all together. And I'm talking about everything from the Dubli Academy, Dubli TV, to our Dubli business systems, all the tools, everything is in that one package for us. Now, when we engage with Dubli to do that, it's $99. Just $99 puts us in business with Dubli. It allows us to start developing our own personal customer base and bringing value to those consumers. Now, depending on our business plan, all people will enter Dubli with some kind of an idea in mind, what their business plan is, what their goals are, what they choose to do. We have some products available for those of us who engage in the business. And those products are based on our plans, whatever our plan happens to be. Now, one of the products that we have is what we call our membership voucher packages. They're $495. And depending on the selection, whether it's a national package or what we call an international package, and you can determine that when you're going to make your purchase. And I'm going to speak specifically of the nationals right now. The national package, you get 5 VIP vouchers included in that for $495. Now, if you think about that, that's basically $500. Each one of those vouchers is $100. So if you were to sell all 5 of those off, you got all your money back that you started with your business is free, and off you go and you're starting to build your business. So this is a package that's available. It allows you to get started, allows you to start building your business. And again, it depends on your plan, whether you're talking about a small business, business to state, a regional business, national business, international business. It's up to the individual based on where they're going to go, what they want to do. We also have what we call our PPA package, our Partner Program Accelerator package. Say that really quick 3 times. Now, this is designed also for people interested in marketing the partner programs. And the partner programs allow them to go through a certification training. There is a training that is required to do those types of things. It also gives them 25, and I'm speaking of the national, 25 of the VIP vouchers. Now it's $2,475. And this is a package designed specifically for an individual that wants to market the partner programs and wants to develop a business and move very, very quickly. Most traditional business people will understand that. Now, if you look at the national voucher 25 in your package, then you're basically got $2,500 worth of product. Again, you have the ability to literally start your business almost for free, if you will, by marketing those vouchers to your customers, having them engage, and then you're starting to move your business forward. You're building your own business. You're also doing the marketing for the partner program. So it's one of the two packages that are available. It's again designed to fit your particular need, if you will. Now, the only qualification that we have that maintains us in good standing with the company is we are in the customer acquisition business. I mean, that's what we do. It's about developing a consumer base. I'm going to qualify that for you at the end of this presentation so you understand specifically what that means. And so the expectation is that each one of us will enroll a minimum of one VIP customer a month. That's it, just one, no problem. And that's a $99 voucher. We do that, and we are always in good standing with the company to do and build our business as we see fit to do so. That's the only other thing that you want to kind of add if you're making some notes to the development of the business so that you're clear on what you need to do and how you want to run your business. Now let's talk a little bit about the compensation plan. Now Dubli has a very, very unique compensation plan. This is designed to really help people make some good money very quickly, whether it's individuals starting part-time, looking for supplemental income. They got a limited contact base. They're gonna do it just to have that part-time business, if you will. It's also for those who want to build a massive business, who are looking for a corporate type income. If you're looking for that 6 figures a month or more, or 6 figures a year or more, and even above and beyond that, then we've also got this plan in place for you as well. And so with this compensation plan, it's going to allow you to have the best of both worlds. So we earn our commissions based on personal customers, on our organizational customers, and how we go about building our business. So let me talk a little bit about the personal side of our business first. We have the ability to earn a 25% commission on every commissionable transaction generated by our customers and their referred customers. Now this is designed to show you this in a little bit of a graphic. What it means is basically this. This business associate has a friend that lives across the street that becomes a customer because they love the value of Dubli. That friend across the street happens to have a brother in the military that became a customer that he shared the information with, who has a friend of his that's in the military that's stationed in Japan that became a customer, who has a friend of his that just left the military, left Japan, and is now living in California and became a customer, who has a brother that lives in Texas that became a customer, and their sister lives in Vermont, became a customer. In other words, the business associate has no idea who any of these people are. But Dubli treats them all as if the business associate personally enrolled them. So the business associate will get paid on every commissionable transaction generated by those customers, referred customers, anywhere in the world. It's a remarkable way to have a very handsome income off of a personal consumer base that is growing virally. So that is a source of income. Another source of income is what we call our Fast Start program. And this is as we start building our business and we start enrolling people, you have the ability to make what we call some Fast Start bonuses. That's 10%. And that's based on the package, the individuals coming in. If it's $495, that 10% is $49.50. If it's the $24.75, it's $247.50. And then on the front end of it, we have what we call a binary front-end compensation. It allows you to make some bonuses very, very quickly as you're building your infrastructure and your teams, that they themselves will be building their own consumer base as well. So again, it allows you the ability to have that in place. You have some personal enrollment bonus, matching bonuses. You have some bonuses on what we call generation bonuses. But again, it's designed to allow you to make very, very good money, whether you're talking about part-time supplemental income, an extra $100, $200, $300, $500, maybe a little bit more per month part-time supplemental, to leaders that can realistically make $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 or more per month getting started, but they know how to build a business and they know how to move very quickly. So the spread is there. It's open to anyone. You know, it is a business. We don't make any guarantees, no representations, those types of things, but we already have people doing it today. That's the key. We already have people doing it today, and we've got a good number of people doing it today. So it is there. We know it'll work, and we know it's available for all of us. On the residual income side, what we call the back end of our business, you know, as we build our business and we go through the ranks, this is designed to show you, these are our titles here. Now, you don't need to worry about trying to memorize these. But when somebody first enters the business, they have a title of team member. As they get promoted, they go through team leader, team coordinator, sales director, vice president, senior vice president. Each one of these positions has an assigned percentage to them, 5%. So that means every time you get a rank advancement, you're earning an additional 5%. That's what this column represents. So it goes from 5% all the way up to 27.5% as a senior vice president. And when they get promoted to senior vice president, they pick up an additional 2.5%. And by the way, if you're thinking about 2.5%, that doesn't sound like a lot. Don't worry about it. Senior vice presidents make a very, very handsome income, because you're talking about an organization that's literally in the tens of thousands. We're talking about a transactional environment. So it is great income. It gives the ability for you, as you build your business on the back end residually, to have what we call generational overrides. There's a full compensation plan training that will educate you on the specifics about the compensation. This is designed to give you a quick snapshot about the potential. And if you walk away with anything from this portion of the presentation, what I'd like you to understand is, in our business, by bringing value to the consumers, you have the ability to make some very handsome income up front so that you can take care of bills, you have the money you need to build a business, recognizing the fact that as the back end of your business matures and grows through customer transactions, that you can have what we call residual income. It is what we call your exit strategy. It's the ability to have residual income year in and year out at whatever level of income you want to have based on how you build your business, whether you're working or not working, because you've built a consumer base. And that's really what our plan offers, and it allows us to be able to do that. Now, one other thing that Dubli does is they also recognize the fact that is in the traditional business world, you know, they recognize having good management, and when you have good management, you take care of them. And so what Dubli has done as well is there's a location in what is called the Dubli Beach and Resorts, the Grand Cayman Islands. And for people who hit our top positions of vice president, senior vice president, they have the ability to earn their lot on the Grand Caymans, a villa that is built there, and it's paid for by Dubli. This is a way of Dubli rewarding people who go to the top of our business, if you will. And you don't get to the top of any business without helping people, learning how to lead, how to train, how to teach. Even if you choose not to lead and train, but how to guide people. Where do you get your training? Where do you get your education? They take care of people. It's about building an organization. And when you find those people, you take very good care of them. Dubli takes very good care of them. Like I said, the resort that is similar to us in the Grand Caymans is at the Ritz-Carlton. It's across the bay from where Dubli Beach and Golf Resort is. The last time I checked, and it's been probably 18 months or so, the least expensive villa on the golf course, because Dubli Golf and Beach Resort has a golf course as well, but the least expensive one at the Ritz was somewhere around $3.5 million. So here you have an opportunity to have your villa, have your lot, everything built for you, and even if you don't earn it within the time frame, as you hit senior vice president or vice president and above, you also have the ability to earn the lot and then build it, and so it's a great place to have. You get it remarkable pricing, so it's just another benefit of being part of an incredible business. Now let me kind of pull this all together for you in this fashion, because I like to use a couple of analogies when I'm talking about Dubli. And that is this, that what Dubli knows, and this comes from the reports that have come out there from the so-called experts in the e-commerce world, is that what people have historically done, getting in their cars, spending money on the gasoline, driving place to place to place, they will do online or already are doing online, depending on the country they live in. Now what they won't do is they won't go to 10, 20, 30 websites to do that. They will do it within communities where they feel safe and secure, communities that are fun and exciting, and communities that bring them something of value that they can't get going direct to exactly the same source. This is what Dubli is building. That is what I've just shown you. Now, what I've just shown you on the retail side of the business is the foundation. We know in the next 6, 12, 18, 24 months or more to come, from children's education to how you source and pay for your health insurance, life insurance, all the things that can be done online will be done online. We know that at some juncture down the road here, these televisions that are being sold today that are internet enabled, at some juncture you're going to have the ability for customers to be able to watch commercials because they want to on products and services in the comfort of their home and be compensated for doing that. I mean, it's amazing where technology is going, and it's amazing what's going to be offered to the consumer. The other analogy that I use is this. If you think about the banks and the credit cards that issue you the credit cards, they make billions of dollars annually on credit card transaction fees. Do you think for a second they really care where we use our credit cards? Of course not. They just want us using the credit cards that they issued us so they get the transaction fees. Over the next number of months, years to come, people can ask Dubli and ask those of us involved in the business the same question. Do we care where people go into the internet? And our response will be basically no. We just want them having come through us once the first time. Then they can go to wherever store, do whatever they want to do, because every transaction that they generate will bring value to them and their family. But every transaction that they generate will be commissionable to those of us who've chosen to engage with Dubli and be part of the business. And it doesn't matter, just as in the banking world, whether you're talking about nickels, dimes, quarters, dollars, when you've got literally millions and millions of transactions being generated weekly that are all commissionable, you have the ability for an unprecedented revenue stream that cannot be generated in a vertical selling environment. I don't care if you're selling Rolls-Royce or Mercedes-Benz or airplanes. It can't be done, and especially for the number of people that will be enjoying the type of revenue and the type of income that Dubli will offer people on a global basis. See, before I got involved in this industry, I was in the retail industry for a number of years, and I was around when Walmart first came onto the marketplace and how they made the whole change that took place in the retail world. And just as there were books written on Sam Walton and on Walmart, I firmly believe in the next 12 to 24 months there will be books written on Dubli and how Dubli changed the dynamics of the public on a global basis in a whole new way. So for us that understand that vision, that engaged in the business, it's not only about being part of a powerful business, it's about being part of history in the making. That's why when I start a presentation, I always say it's a privilege. It's a pleasure for me to be able to talk about the Dubli story. I want to thank all of you for sharing with me a little bit of time and allowing me to tell you the story. If you have any questions, what I would like you to do is please get back to who invited you on the presentation. Our job is to make sure that you have the information that you need to make a good decision in a professional, proper manner. Whatever decision you make, it's your decision. We just need to make sure that you have the facts to make that decision. So get back to who invited you, ask them whatever questions you need to ask, let us get the information that you need. But what I would suggest is do what you need to do. Don't let the opportunity go by you. This really is going to be history in the making. Again, thank you very much. My name is Dean Mannheimer. It has been a privilege.